Hi Sagittarius, this is Star with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for the month of April 2021. Like always, I will rely on tarot for your overall reading and I'll also use some oracle decks. I'm being called upon to use the butterfly oracle deck to wrap up this reading. Towards the final days of March, stepping into April, we have the Four of Pentacles. Quite likely, you may have felt a sense of discontentment with respect to financial matters. Perhaps expenditure had mounted in this period. Furthermore, there was some kind of tension on the home front. Maybe you were getting worked up very quickly. Obstacles to overcome this month, or the challenges that April is going to present for Sagittarians, is the Ace of Cups. Certainly you're being called upon to weigh your words carefully. Perhaps you should be mindful of others. Maybe ego could hamper issues. That is why, Sagittarians, you should weigh your words. Another thing, Sagittarians, I think you should watch your mouth, because you could blurt out something which has a bearing on your work front or with respect to your relationships. In this month, you may also find yourself reviewing your work or the task. There are errors that need to be worked upon. Maybe you have to make those changes or alterations. Influences for this month, we have the Queen of Wands energy. Certainly, you are seeking divine intervention. Oftentimes, you may also be somebody who could find yourself being let down by people around you. That is why you will look for guidance from God above. At times, you're also somebody who could be quite aloof and detached. Maybe you will give the silent treatment to people. But there will also be those occasions when you will let it all out, or you will give a piece of your mind to those who are bothering you. Incidentally, in this month, you could also benefit on account of your contacts or the goodwill that you have earned in the past. The first 10 days of the month, we have the Magician card. Maybe you are in an investigative mode in this period. You want to get to the bottom of things. We also have Seven of Pentacles, which is the clarifier card. So certainly, Sagittarians should be planning about the future. I think you can also benefit materially in this period. So the slack which you were feeling at the outset or stepping into April could be a thing of the past in the first 10 days. Some of you may also be investing in gadgets. Maybe there have been technical issues that you are grappling with. So that is why you could invest in a new gadget. But be careful. You shouldn't spend more than what is necessary or what are your requirements. I think in case you're looking for a hike at work, then you should ask the employer to increase your pay. Another thing, while dealing with clients also, you could make those gains, so you should ask for more. In case you have made investments in the past with respect to the stock market or with respect to mutual funds, then you will definitely hear that you have made some gains. Ideally, Sagittarians should not allow clients to walk over you. Maybe somebody or third person could step in and give a piece of his mind to the client who wants to extract more than his pound of flesh. The next 10 days, we have the Six of Swords energy. This energy is something which is asking you to be up and about. Maybe you will be making those travel plans, or you could also be commuting great distances. I think you may think that your plans are not going to work out, but in the end, everything will work out fine. Largely, I think you should capitalize on the energy flow that is coming in this period. Again, Sagittarians, you could be quite temperamental this month, so you should be careful or mindful about that. Paperwork or official work could also take up your time. Maybe you're also dealing with financial transactions, so you should be very careful, or you should be very transparent in those dealings. By the way, in case you are an employee, you may find that your boss could saddle you with more work. Maybe he is paying you a pittance, but he is extracting more. In this time, you could also have to deal with a rival who could instigate those who have been at the receiving end of your decisions. Maybe there could be a worker revolt also that you're dealing with. The workers are not happy with your decisions, that's the bottom line. The final days of the month, we have the Eight of Pentacles energy. Surely this is a time when you need to polish your skills, or you need to improve on your skill set. Maybe you want to enhance your skills by enrolling for a program. Many of you could also have to deal with excess communication in this period. Possibly a client could come up, and that is why you have to put everything aside and deal with that client. But these are opportunities and these are blessings that are necessary and that could help you in the long run. Also, while dealing with clients, I think you should stick to your guns. I think you should ask for an advance before you move forward. Maybe the client could also want to revise the rates of your services, but then you should stay put. Maybe Sagittarians, you're being called upon to work on your interpersonal skills. You will also be singled out for your contribution. The management will be pleased with your efforts. So praise is quite likely in this period. Ideally, I think you should listen to the inputs of others rather than go your own way. Maybe you could benefit on account of collaboration work as well. Other than that, Sagittarians, maybe there could be repair work underway at home. Maybe you want to get those home improvements done. In this month, you could also misplace things. With respect to your love life, we have the card Crossroads. Certainly, Sagittarians, you're being called upon to take a decision. In case you fancy someone, maybe you are expecting his phone call, but then there could be no communication. That is why you could be gripped by nostalgia. Maybe you will also think that you had your chances with the opposite sex, but you didn't take them. Nonetheless, Sagittarians, you're coming across as a person who is quite sensual, who is quite attractive. Those of you who are in an on-again, off-again relationship, maybe you want to rekindle the romance. I think mid-month is the best time to take that chance. Perhaps you are at the crossroads on account of that as well. Incidentally, those of you who are romancing, I think you will also be preoccupied with thoughts of your lover. Sometimes your suitor or your person could also bombard you with messages. Maybe you're unsure of your own feelings for this person, that is why you're at the crossroads, but then you should allow love to blossom. It wants you to acknowledge the relationship, could go overboard with those romantic gestures. That is why you may find yourself deciding whether you want to continue with this relationship. Maybe that is why you're at the crossroads. I think your lover is also somebody who is going to encourage you at work. Maybe you will discuss strategies with him. Nevertheless, the two of you will reaffirm your love for each other. Sometimes you may also come across as a person who is quite aloof or detached. Maybe you should read extracts from some romantic novel or some book to keep the romance alive. By the way, those of you who are in a secret romance, I think you may find yourself being in a situation where somebody could talk about your secret romance publicly, and this could leave you with those anxiety-filled moments. Surely you have revenge on your mind. On the other hand, married Sagittarians, I think you're going to put up with a very fussy partner this month. Maybe at times you find himself very indifferent. Perhaps the two of you should watch movies or romantic numbers together. In case you're in an extramarital relationship, I think you desire commitment. That is why maybe you are at the crossroads. Maybe you want this person to publicly acknowledge the relationship. You may also find that your plans for date nights could be altered. You may also be told by your confidant that you're imposing yourself on this person. Maybe he could say that work has come up, that is why your date could be cancelled. That is why you wonder whether this relationship is going anywhere. In case you're in an unhappy connection, you may think that your person or your partner is somebody who is very dominating. Maybe he wants everybody under his thumb. That is why you may be at the crossroads. You may be contemplating about the future of this relationship. The last card in this reading is leaving. So surely you are being called upon to leave a stressful situation, whether at work or whether in your personal life. You may try to distance yourself from some people. Maybe they create a confusion and insecurity in your life. Ideally, I think Sagittarians, you have to heal and move on from those kind of toxic situations. Perhaps some of you are also making those travel plans. That is why this card leaving. Again, Crossroads also talks about journeying of some sort. So maybe you want to go out or travel. The Six of Swords also talks about travel plans this month. All Sagittarius, you have to move with the changes that life has to offer in this month. I have Sagittarius, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. We also have the weekly love reading, which is published every week. Have a look at that as well to get greater insight into your love life. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.